مهم تكون ساكن بوطنك، ولكن الأهم إنه وطنك يكون ساكن فيك، تحمله معك وين ما تروح، تزرعوا قيم ومبادئ بكل وطن أو مكان بتكون فيه. سهام ابراهيم بنت ال17 يلي تركت لبنان وما قدرت السنين يلي عاشتها بالغربة تنسيها وطن ساكن فيها، وطن حملته حضارة وثقافة، حملته عائلة كونتها، حملته علم وطموح.
وقت ما تركت كان عمري 17 years old. I came to Chicago and I stayed in Chicago almost 55 years and only 3 years in Wisconsin. So my love to my country was so deep, which is when I came the first year it was more depression of leaving your country and you are here. I was very fortunate. I married a very kind and honorable man who always honored the family, the marriage, everything else. And we've been married now 55 years. And from here, I never left Lebanon. Always I want to bring my brothers here. Always I'm looking at my family, and I'm looking at not only my own family, it's my extended family. Anybody who needs help, my house was open to everyone who come to Chicago, even to students. Our house, from day one, it was open. I feel with everyone. I didn't come from a really rich family. I mean, we are average, like many, but I tell you that you feel with the people. The love of my country and my people is still there. I am now 72 years old. I feel the same thing toward my people, the same thing when I was 17, when I left my country. And I am very proud of them because the more I'm living here in the state, 55 years, and I visited many places. And there is certain places, not many, they really pay honor and respect for the Lebanese culture. And one of them in Mexico, I was very impressed when I went. And I always wished, why don't we have it in the United States? And so God just pushed us, and I think He did it in a mysterious way when the pandemic came in. We were home, and the only thing you could do and survive life, just to think and not to sit and cry, just work and think what you could do with this peaceful time you are by yourself at home. And this is what it came all about. It came on me, Lebanon. Well, they need our help, especially when we heard about the economic crisis. This was very harmful to many friends, family. And you would feel with them and you say, what's the best I could do? I said, well, I did my doctorate online with University of Phoenix. So I have the initiative to start something online. I said, you know what? The teachers are complaining. They are not making their money, nothing like this. Why don't we start a school online for the teachers? And that's how we started. God gave it to us for a reason, to think about it. And if people have the conscience to learn something about this pandemic, it tells you that without people life doesn't mean anything.
مدام سهام تعبت كتير، كان هدفها من الأول يعني ببالها الفكرة وقدرت نفذتها، أخذت منها جهد كتير كبير عملتها، ونحن فخورين نكون حواليها، لأنه هالشي مش بالهين واحد يقدر يعمله وينفذه، خاصة أنه إجاها ظروف من البانديميك وما بعد البانديميك، إنه أخذ وقت كتير لحتى حطت هالشي على الأرض ونفذته.
جدية هالعمل أول شي على الأكيد جد كتير، هو مبادرة شخصية بإيمان من سيدة فاضلة راقية مواطنة لبنانية أمريكانية أصيلة، دكتور سهام ابراهيم. هي ورا هالفكر، ورا هالانطلاقة، ورا هالمثابرة، وهي من الأشخاص اللي ما ممكن تترك مؤسسة أنشأتها إلا ما تكون بأيادي سليمة وبأيادي مثابرة تضل توصل كل الأهداف اللي هي نشأت هالجمعية كرمالها.
دكتور سهام ابراهيم يعني شو بدي اقول لك، هي اللي النشاط القوي، الانرجي اللي عندها، الحب، غرامة للبنان، كتير بأثر فينا وبإنفلونس علينا، والريسيرش اللي بتعمله يعني يعطيها ألف عافية، نحن كتير فخورين فيها.
When we started as ثقافي, it was 220 أول 220. We started on doing classes, and we hired a lot of teachers from Lebanon. All of them, most of them, in fact, like I would say 100% is from Lebanon. And I was very fortunate. I have a cousin, she's Dr. Sarkis, Fayrouz Sarkis. I called her, I said, "Cuz, who you have, could you give me a teacher I could start with online?" She said, "I know one because she teach my granddaughter, and if you like to use her," and I did. And I called one young woman, she's in the 30s, she started this school. From her, she brought all her friends, she brought all the people who are in need, and I tell you, and she went on and on and on.
اسمي نادين توما، أنا إلي 14 سنة بعلم عربي هون بلبنان، مقيمة بلبنان. صار لي تقريبا سنة بلشت شغل بالكالتشرال سنتر ALJCA مع دكتور سهام ابراهيم، وصرت director of the educational program.
And another lady who helped me through the artisanal, everything to ship for me here, and it was Marlene Said, Madame Said too. She gave classes for art, everything, but really now our concentration more on education, more on research, because research is going to really include many Lebanese. We are in process. What you see here in this room is only temporarily, not temporarily, sorry, it is only a very small fraction of the success of Lebanese people. So we like to include everyone, from women to men to children even, musician, but it's going to take time. It's all take research. And I spend many hours on research, and I'm still now alone, but we have now a committee of research. They are willing to help. I'm trying to affiliate, not me, I mean the organization is going to affiliate with many universities.
And so we're grateful, of course, for the wonderful work that Saham has done to create it, not only in Chicago, but here in Washington. She has done this.
Thank you, Dr. Saham.
I have known Saham for many years, several decades of years. Her family, they attended one of our schools here, right in the Lombard area of Chicago. And so I've known her for a long time, and she has been a wonderful person to engage, not just creating this organization, but all kinds of help for children, even in our area. And so she's very education-minded, and she asked if I would become the chairman of the board during these founding years. And so I was really happy to serve. It's been a wonderful trip and an excitement.
اليوم من موقعها كمؤسسة لمركز الثقافي الأمريكي اللبناني عم تزرع بكل محل أرزي، وهي القائلة: اليوم الذي أصبح فيه عاجزة عن مساعدة الآخرين يصبح بالنسبة لي يوماً من دون معنى.
People want the Lebanese dialect who are Lebanese and came here. They want their kids to speak the Lebanese dialect. And this was our most important thing. كلياتنا نحن, you know, مثل, if you're looking at myself, I'm Maronite, and I was very much involved in my church for 45 years. I was a hard-working girl since I was 17 years old, with events, with helping people, especially helping our own people when they came 1975 to Chicago. Our young men came and they were really lost. Some of them, they don't have anybody in Chicago, but they're looking for a place. Some people, we have to help them to go to their relative. They have relative in California. We have to get airline tickets for them and send them to their relatives and things like that. So we've been dealing, to tell you the truth, I've been dealing with the crisis of Lebanon since I came to this country. We never rest. Like if I faced 58 in Lebanon, and then when I came 75, and then on and on and on. We never have a real, long period of time where the people deserve, and our young people deserve, a peaceful life. They didn't get the opportunity to have it. And this is really make us like always alert about our people. You say, why? We can't forget. We can't forget. We all went into some kind of tragedy, everything, but those kids are raised in war. Those kids are raised where, like now, lately, they ask us for computers because the kids don't have computer to learn online because they can't go. When the pandemic was, people did not come in, where they want to go. The schools were closed.
Well, this association here, founded in the United States, is to preserve Lebanese culture among the many Lebanese people that have come here and their children. So the association provides education, art studies, health education, and preserves the culture of Lebanon, as you can see here with the various artifacts. The organization has just moved to another office in Washington, D.C. to connect with the Lebanese embassy and to connect with the people in Washington and to make this a more national organization. But most importantly, I think, is that we are providing aid and assistance to Lebanon in this period of crisis. As we know, there's so much crisis in Lebanon, and so food, meals, education, opportunities for students, jobs have been helped through this organization. We're small but growing, and so we're very excited about what we're doing to help change the world, especially in Lebanon.
We are in this world, we're living on trial. This doesn't belong to us. Don't think that the Chabbaso and what you own, what they share with each other. Don't let any child behind. And this is to me, it's a sensitive subject when it comes to children. When I hear children don't have milk, don't have, my God, الواحد بيطلع على الريق على الهيدا ليجيب حليب لولد. كيف تقدري تسمعي ولد نايم بدون أكل أو بدون شرب or a shortage or in the dark? Please, I will beg everyone in Lebanon, get united and let's finish this country. It's a beautiful country. Don't lose it. This should belong to the Lebanese and enjoy it because you have a Torah, you have the spirit of life. Lebanese people, they know how to live. They know how to live. Here we are all workaholic in this country. But Lebanon, people knows how to live. And we should take advantage of this. With support, with acknowledging each other, we're acknowledging the success about our people. This is my dream to reach it before I leave this world. And I hope this is going to be left for you guys because your generation is going, the second generation going to run this place.
I think the organization here, it's beginning It's only 3 years of existence, but it's already moving along, and I think it's going to grow to provide more help for Lebanon and also to make people in this country aware of the Lebanese culture. Those who are children and grandchildren of people that came from Lebanon, they can help understand their own heritage. So I think that's a really important thing.
هالجمعية تعتبر صلة وصل كبيرة مش بس بين مواطن لبناني ومواطن أمريكاني، فينا نحكي أجيال. نحن بأمريكا أنا جيت من 20 سنة، ما عنا مركز بيحكي بالقضايا الاجتماعية بالقضايا المدنية بيلاقي هالأجيال هيدي بين بعضها. نحن فخورين أن نكون موجودين بهالمركز بكل طموحاته بكل برامجه، أنه يأثر بالأجيال الأمريكانية تيعرفوا مين لبنان ومين المواطنين اللبنانيين اللي إجوا وعاشوا بيناتهم هون، ونفس الوقت يعرف الأمريكان اللي موجودين هون عن اللبنانيين الأصل شو هي حضارتهم.
إيماني بالله كبر كتير، لأنه أنا بتعجب أنا بشغل 12 ساعة بالنهار. يعني عطول إذا حدا بدي لي تنفرض 4 الصبح I am up من Lebanon or something, I'll talk to people like normal. It's amazing. I do not know. بس بدي أشكر ربي 100 مرة، وهذا الإيمان القوي اللي معطيني إياه. وبعدين I'm a risky person. Like if I want a business to be done, everything, it doesn't mean I have the money, all of it to do it. But I could start it, I could initiate it. And that's why my education was on, it was more on management and organizational leadership. And this is what gave me the boost. I could manage and I could do what we did in a short period of time. You are not doing it for your own benefit. It has to be for benefit of others. Me, like in my age now, what you think that, what would it do me? I'm proud of what we have here, but is it for me really? Think about it deep. People with conscience and people who are smart, they would say, she's going to be 73 now, so what is it for her? There is nothing for me. I never looked that what's for me. But I need to leave something behind, and something, it means a lot to me, that my grandchildren, all the Lebanese, to see their culture.
أنا كتير فخورة إنه قدرنا وصلنا للي وصلنا، لأنه هاي الكالتشر سنتر هو مثل من بعد الكنيسة تبعيتنا، هو البيت لإلنا ولولادنا أكتر شيء، لأنه نحن جينا وبنعرف عن تاريخ لبنان وهيك، بس لما أولادنا بيكبروا بدنا إياهم يضلوا يعرفوا شو قيمة بلدهم وشو طلع ناس من بلدهم اللي بيفتخروا فيهم. فنحن كتير مبسوطين إنه فتحنا هالجمعية وبنشاط دكتور سهام ابراهيم وبواشنطن كمان. مبسوطين كتير وإن شاء الله بعد لقدام وقدام نعمل بعد اشياء اكتر، بس اكتر شيء مشان اولادنا واولاد اولادنا ليضلوا يعرفوا لبنان والريليشن شيب بين لبنان وبين امريكا، مش انه بس خلقوا بامريكا وينسوا بلادهم.
Faith and love. If you have love inside you and you have faith, ما حدا بيقدر يعلى عليه.
بهالمركز لبنان الثقافي حاضر، لبنان التاريخ حاضر، لبنان الفنون والتقاليد حاضر، ولبنان الإنسان حاضر.
When I started this culture center, lot of questions, lot of suspicion, lot of things. Do you think I need to waste my time with all these things, these issues? It is not important, because I look at the long vision. I do not look at today only. I don't believe in working hard or leaving something on a small vision, on today or tomorrow. Oh, bukra. No. Your vision, if you really meant it to stay forever, you have to focus. It's a tunnel. You have to walk through the whole tunnel. It doesn't matter. And the tunnels many times are black, right? In the dark. You are walking in the dark. But you know what? You have the light. You have the faith. You are honest. You are not trying to jib people of any kind.
يربطني رباط أصيل ووثيق بلبنان، لأنه بيجمعني باللي بيشبهونا، بيجمعني باللي نحن هون إخوة. نحن ما بنعتبر حالنا أنا من بيروت، أنا من الشمال، أنا من الجنوب، أنا من نحن بنعتبر نحن أي لبناني موجود على أرض هالمركز هيدا هو واحد منا وفينا. طموحه هو طموحنا، نجاحه هو نجاحنا. بيشبهني كتير لأنه ما بحب شوف إلا لبنان المزدهر وين ما كان موجود، إذا كان على أرض لبنان أو بالاغتراب.
I know from my grandchildren, their father is not Lebanese, Italian, both my son-in-laws, everything, and my grandchildren don't speak Arabic. And they know our food. That's all the best you could give them. They tell you Lebanese food, but this is not enough. Let them know a little bit the culture. Now they come around and they look. And who is that? Who is that? Yes. And now I speak more about Lebanon and the success of Lebanon and all our people in US who really, made themselves self-made and in the same time reaching out to others. Halla, the older I'm getting, the closer I'm getting to my culture. In fact, when people come and you say culture center, they say, no, this is a museum. And I understand because, this was the vision for this cultural center. But the expansion of it could be very effective for all Lebanese all over the world. We have a big museum here, and I wish we could have it in Washington, D.C. Because it is a must to have, because with all our successes, it is amazing. I mean, I am amazed every day when I do research and find about different doctors. Now I have so many doctors yet to talk about. I have so much even poetry. I mean, our country is full of talent. And they are talented kids. They are very smart. I'm seeing the kids. The only thing I'm still short on music. We love to create a children orchestra. And this is still, it's a dream to come true, but we hope we could reach it one day. عملنا السنة الماضية إجا عنا الكشافي and American young, it's like in the teens, and we really enjoyed having them. And now what we have to reach out is for schools to make a field trips to come to our museum here or to our culture center. And then we could expose the culture. We could expose even our food. I brought them Lebanese food. This way they try our food. And this is how we want to expose our culture with education. Education is, I think it's the main thing really. You could do a lot of things like, fun, dancing, everything. It is fine, it's granted, but you know what? It's a limit. There is a limit. Education, there is no limit to any person who will want to learn. بس خليني أقول لك على البروجرامات اللي عملناها. هلا بلشنا بسكولارشيب وعملنا افيليشن مع الجامعات مشان نقدر نجيب الاولاد خصوصا اذا حدا بده يصير انجينير. Lewis University, this is my alumni university. I'm alumni there, and in the same time, after 40 years know them very well, they have me serve on the board of trustees of the university. And this university is aviation university, and we could make, and the LaSallian, I should tell you that de La Salle, any LaSallian student who is from like Mont La Salle in Lebanon or others, for the LaSallians, they give them 50% tuition free.
Here,
50%, even if they are pilots.
Pilots?
Oh yes, we have in the Midwest is number one. We have Lewis University, we have our airport, and it's amazing. The university is really something to be proud of. Besides, we are contacting to Dr. Saliba, Antoon Saliba from Dayton, Ohio, to his university helped engineering. So he is willing to work with us to be affiliated with our organization. And our health awareness, it was number one, because who we got from the generosity of his love to the Lebanese people is Dr. Philip Salem. I know how busy of a man he is. I know his testimonial everywhere in this country and abroad. But he did manage, when I asked him if he could do just a short video every month about a type of cancer for our community. And he didn't say no to me. It was really, he gives you hope. Like, you know, you want to do something, there is good people still going to help you. They are Lebanese, they are want to be involved, you know. And now he is doing it. In fact, he has a book was done, and he went for signature in Lebanon. Yes, and he's coming back, and by the middle of August, we will have our second tape.
I'm doing this video at the request of Mrs. Saham Ibrahim as a service to our community. And I'm going to focus on breast cancer. This is not a routine video made by the American Cancer Society or any cancer society in the United States. I'm just going to give you some advice based on my 54 years of experience in cancer.
هي وأصدقاء بهالمركز ومن هالموقع دكتور سهام إبراهيم تواصل نضال امرأة هجرتها الظروف وجعلت من هالهجرة وطن عم بتبشر فيه على وسع الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية.
Our new program, like now we have in Washington D.C. we open our new center too, and our biggest event going to be on the 11th of November. And what it is for, is our respect to dedicate it for our army, the Lebanese army and the American army together. So what we did, we put all the posters of all our men who passed away, over 5,500 soldiers on posters. We have 60 posters to display. And we are going to display them in the center in Washington, D.C. And here we have the same set, but we could display two here. So in two places we're going to celebrate Veterans Day with the respect and honor to, this is our biggest project now. And even our Marine who passed away in Lebanon too, we are honoring them too. They have their poster with our army. And this is our biggest, I would say, event we're going to have in November 11. But more now we are going into research, much deeper research. As I said before, I said we are in process, but we have a lot to cover on Lebanese, all kind of Lebanese. It's not, I don't want to take one sector only. Every sector, anything to be proud of, we have to put it. And that's the dream now, the focus. How we want to get bigger, I'm going to leave it up to God.
أكيد مدام سهام هي الأصيل، ونحن قلنا الفخر إنه نكون إلى جانبها، نكون موجودين على الدوام إلى جانبها، مؤمنين بالعمل اللي بتقوم فيه.
Encourage every person to come and visit and see what Mrs. Saham Ibrahim had done, and she fulfilled a big project that she always dreamt about it.
الواحد لحتى مظبوط نقول عنا حياة حلوة بدون محبة للكل ما في شيء مظبوط.